Hillsborough Television News Breaks, connecting you to county events.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, special and honored guests. And when I say special, I mean the special Gold Star family members, the wives, the mothers, the fathers that we see before you today that we're going to honor at a simultaneous event. And I do like to welcome and thanks to our sponsors, the Hillsborough County Board of County Commissioners, Hillsborough County Government, the Veterans Museum and Park Committee, and the Veterans Council of Hillsborough County. Please rise for the presentation of the colors. Present the colors.
Freedom is not free, but love one another. All gave some, and some gave all, especially the families and the wives assembled here and the families that gave their lives for this country.
Words can never express the heartfelt gratitude we have as a nation to the families of our fallen heroes present with us today and abroad. You are forever a part of our Hillsborough County veteran community, and we stand with you each and every day. On June 4, 2003, the Board of County Commissioners approved the establishment of a memorial to honor our Hillsborough County service members killed in the line of duty to support operations in Iraq and Afghanistan. The memorials are currently located at Joe Chillura Courthouse Square Park and were dedicated on July 22, 2003. In June of 2007, the Hillsborough County Veterans Museum Committee was established and tasked with presenting a master renovation plan for our Veterans Memorial Park, where we are sitting today. The purpose of the plan was to designate a central location to which all citizens and visitors could come and honor veterans of all eras. Subcommittees were tasked with creating a conceptual design for each theater of war, including a new layout for the Fallen Heroes Memorial, to be located within the Field of Honor, where we sit today. This new Field of Honor Memorial will recognize Hillsborough County's present and future heroes from Operation Enduring Freedom, Iraqi Freedom, and Operation New Dawn. It is our hope and prayer that there will be no future names added to this memorial. After the rededication of our new memorial today, the Veterans Museum Committee will plan to have a new granite marker added to the Joe Chillura Square in order to identify the new location of our memorial here in Veterans Park. The existing inscribed memorial at Chillura Square Park will be removed and stored at our Veterans Park for inclusion in a future museum that is in the design process. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you would agree that our newly created memorial is beautifully shown and is appropriately displayed so that future generations may remember and honor the sacrifices of our local heroes. At this time, as a prelude to our ribbon-cutting ceremony, I would like to introduce another true hero and our keynote speaker today, Command Sergeant Major Frank A. Grippy, United States Central Command. In your programs, you will find an extensive and honorable biography. Allow me to highlight some of his accomplishments. Sergeant Major Grippy entered the U.S. Army on 29 April 1981 at Syracuse, New York. Throughout his career, he has held multiple infantry billets that range from rifleman, squad leader, platoon sergeant, company first sergeant, ROTC senior military instructor, as well as multiple post, divisional, and command sergeant major billets. And as you will see in his bio, he prefers jumping out of perfectly good airplanes. He is a hardened warrior of Operation Enduring and Iraqi Freedom. Please join me in welcoming Command Sergeant Major Frank Grippy.
Thanks, Frank. Appreciate that. We do this in remembrance of Hillsborough County's men and women who served our nation's armed forces with distinction and integrity. They served not for glory, fame, or fortune, but for the love of country, freedom, and democracy. These brave men and women defended our nation and deployed to locations around the world so that peace is an obtainable goal and not just a fleeting dream. It is our duty as American patriots to remember our fallen heroes, those warriors who made the ultimate sacrifice in a final act of courageous and honorable duty for our country. While they may no longer be with us, their legacy lives on in this memorial, and their sacrifice is etched in the very fibers of every one of us Americans. We will not forget their sacrifice because we know that without them, our nation wouldn't be the dominant force for peace on earth. We know that if it weren't for their gallant service, our way of life would be surely and irrevocably altered. To those here whose loved ones perished or were wounded while serving, I want to extend my gratitude as a soldier and citizen of this great country. I can assure you that their efforts were not in vain. As a community and as a nation, we owe our fallen warriors a promise that they and their efforts will not be forgotten, so that they will continue to live on in our thoughts and our hearts. We owe them first a promise that just as they did not forget their missing comrades, neither ever will we forget them. And there are other promises. We must always remember that peace is fragile, things that need constant vigilance. We owe them a promise to look at the world with a steady gaze and perhaps a resigned toughness, knowing that we have adversaries in the world and challenges, and the only way to meet them and to maintain the peace is by staying strong as a nation.
It is with honor and gratitude that we dedicate this memorial today. And now, Mrs. Provera will cut the ribbon. Bravo, bravo.
The Field of Honor ceremony began in 2005 under the direction and guidance of the Veterans Council of Hillsborough County Incorporated, and pays tribute to the brave soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, and Coast Guardsmen who have made the ultimate sacrifice in fighting the global war on terrorism to protect our freedoms. During this period, the deaths reported during Operation Enduring Freedom are 47. Local veterans organizations host the reading of the names, and the public in attendance assist in placing the flags in the proper location. We take this time to remember them. The place we set for them today is a special place, as is the place we hold for them in our hearts, our minds, and our military services. To those who guard the honor of our country upon the sea, in the air, and on foreign soil, let it be a reminder of the faith they confide in us.
When a man or woman enters our armed forces, their service banner contains a blue star. It is by fate and sacrifice that their blue star turns to gold. The blue star signifies loyalty, honor, and duty. A gold star has now been placed upon their blue star. A small border of blue outlines the newly placed gold star. It will forever serve as a tribute from those whose star has remained blue to remember them, their courage and sacrifice, and to pay honor to their family and friends and the servicemen and women left behind. On behalf of the Blue Star Mothers of America, Greater Tampa Bay Chapter, with honor and respect, we present to you this gold star banner for your loss and your son's sacrifice for our country. I leave you all with this. As you gaze upon the beauty of a starry night sky, you will notice one star in particular that shines brighter than all the rest. That will be their star. They are now nestled among the stars of their fallen brothers and sisters in service, never to be forgotten. Their mission now to watch over and guide the way that the remaining warriors will return safely home.
Aim, fire, aim, fire, aim, fire.
For more news and information, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or watch us on YouTube. This program was brought to you by Hillsborough Television. Visit our website at htvonline.org.